baby, she lives next door. When the Shake Shack singles put them on the spindle. When the
Fabulous introduction to our first ever Students' Values-Based Conference. We are just thrilled to have so many of you with us today and to see representations for values-based education from all around the world. A very big and very warm welcome from all of us at the Values-Based Education team. Values-based education, as you may know, is a global phenomenon, and we work with schools in the UK and all around the world. And we are continuously inspired by the work that schools are doing. You give us the energy, the impetus, and the refreshment to keep this movement going. And the children's voice today is going to make great claim for the work that values-based education espouses. We can't wait to see all of the films that you've been so kind enough to send to us this morning. And I know that this presentation is going to be watched widely, both now and at a later date. So sit back and enjoy too the words from Dr. Neil Hawkes. Dr. Neil Hawkes is the founder of our values-based education movement. He loves working with children from all ages and in all settings. Neil, it's great to have you here, and Jane too. Welcome, welcome. I'm going to hand over to you now for a few words before we have our film sets.
Thank you very much indeed, Bridget, and welcome to our home in Rutland in England, where Jane, my wife, and I have been really excited to see you all today. It was good at the beginning to see so many really smiling faces from the Philippines. Let's have a wave from the Philippines. Well done. And all of you that are joining us from all parts of the world, you are so welcome. I'm absolutely thrilled to be talking to you today. I remember quite a long time ago now, when I was head teacher of the school that really started values-based education. We had a sculptress called Wendy Marshall. Wendy Marshall said to me, Neil, let's have a sculpture to represent your wonderful values that the school is showing. And so Wendy worked with 11-year-olds and they designed this marvelous sculpture. And it's a globe, it's the world. And around the world are 5 arms. The 5 arms are holding up the world. And there was a day when the photographers came. And I said to a young girl, Francesca, I said, Francesca, will you climb into the sculpture and put your hands up to hold up the world? And she said, yes, Mr. Hawkes, I'll do that. And this wonderful picture emerged of Francesca holding up our world. And that makes me think of all you who are listening to me today. You are our future. You are the people who are going to hold up our world with your positive values. All the values that you've shared in your wonderful videos are holding up the world. In Scotland soon, there's a very important meeting of leaders. It's called the COP26. And they're going to talk about really important things to do with climate change and how we as human beings can cooperate to really make our planet flourish. And I want to hear your voices, the voices of young people speaking out to make sure that our leaders actually take action. Because a lot of people talk, they talk about values, but I believe we have to take action. Actions such as Sir David Attenborough is encouraging us. The voice I hear in my mind of Nero Gandhi, Martin Luther King, and lots of other wonderful, inspiring people that have called humanity to action. And on this wonderful Student Values Day, I'm calling you, the children of the world, to be in action, using your values to help other people and to help yourself, your families, and your communities. Thank you for listening. I'm so excited now to watch you. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Neil. Neil has really galvanized us, hasn't he, into a call for action. And as Neil said, you are the people to be doing it. I hope that you'll be inspired and uplifted by the films that you're about to see. Before we begin, I was just going to say to all of you that the Values-Based Education website has a wealth of resources for you and for your schools. So do tell your teachers and your parents all about it, and do encourage them to go and look on our Values-Based Education website. We'll put up the link in chat in case you haven't seen it before. Do also take a look at the conference goodies. Nigel has put in chat a link to the conference goodies, including the timetable for the conference and the winners of the World's Values Days poetry competition. And you can find them all there. So there's lots more else besides this current programme that you can find. We also just wanted to say how grateful we are to you all for continuously supporting this work. And we're always interested to know about the work that you're doing. So although there's one conference today, every day you'll be doing work that is so valuable to values-based education, so valuable to the world. So do let us know about it, because Neil and Jane, who you've just met, Nigel, who you've seen before on screen, and Sue, would you like to give a wave, Sue? And myself, Bridget, we all work together to try to encourage and inspire schools all across our globe to be working in this way. And with your help, we can do even more. I'm going to turn to Nigel now to see if we are ready for the first film. The first film is provided to us by Western House Academy. And I've seen a little clip of this film, and I think that you're going to love it. The beauty of all of the events that we've got today is how disparate they are, how different they are. And it's wonderful to see how many different ways we all interpret and enact values-based education. And it's thrilling to see the interpretations that the children have put together. So I know that you're going to enjoy it. We've got 2 sessions, and the sessions are divided up rather nicely, but they all involve children from all across the globe. And I know that those of you on screen, you'll be looking particularly forward to seeing yourselves and the films that you've made. So our first film is Western House Academy. They're in Chippenham in England, and they're presenting a piece on their interpretation of values.
Hi, I'm Dylan.
And I'm Gia, and welcome to this very special show on values.
That's right, Gia. We're delighted to have been asked to present a set of shows all about values-based education and how we became a VBE school for this conference today.
Indeed, we are very proud of our Enhanced VBE Award, and we'll be sharing some of the great things that we do at our school, which is called Western House Academy. We are a 3-forms entry primary academy in Slough, Berkshire, with around 700 pupils.
So today, we have 3 short shows for you. The first, we will share with you the values we learn at Western House Academy and how we became a VBE school.
In In the second show, we will interview some children across the school to hear what values mean to them.
In our final show, we interview the staff of Western House Academy.
Wonderful! Before we continue, let me tell you a bit about our school radio team. It is called Boombox Radio, or BBR, and every year the Year 6 music mentors take the role of presenting shows for the school community.
It's great fun, and we all love showing the value of teamwork and ambition, don't we, team?
Yeah! So let's get into it.
So over to you, Pooja.
Right, I have done a little bit of research about values-based education in schools, and I'd like to share this and how it links to our school. VBE aims to have a new society for a sustainable, compassionate and peaceful future. It aims to have more harmonious relationships between staff and learners, more motivated, responsible and self-led learners, which is us, right, BBR team? Yeah! At Western House Academy, we moved away from having a set of class and school rules as we felt they were too prescriptive and only told the children what they should and should not do in specific situations. It was the vision of the school to have learners who used values in every aspect of their life, not just in the classroom, but in the playground, at home, in the park, with friends. In fact, these values would be there for life. VBE schools aim to provide mental well-being and, of course, a better educational outcomes and learners who try to understand the importance of values in their lives. At Western House, we hold monthly wellbeing days where we focus on our mental health and how to live more respectfully. In Year 6, we went on a peaceful walk to the Jubilee River and sketched our surroundings. Values-based education brings a lot of benefits to our school. The children have more resilience and push themselves in their learning. As we all know, a happy learner is someone who wants to come to school regularly, so absences are reduced as well as exclusions and time spent on discipline. A few years ago, we had an artist who came into school to help the children paint an entire wall with the 10 core values that we have in the school. It looks amazing. So let's hear some more from the rest of the BBR team about what these values are.
Wow, thank you, Pooja. That was fascinating research. We are now going to tell you more about the 10 core values we have. In no particular order, we have friendship, teamwork and courage.
Tolerance, resilience, honesty and positivity.
Ambition and respect, and fun and curiosity. All these areas have an impact on the children's education. For example, take friendship. The staff always encourages children to use the power of friendship in and out of the classroom.
A lot of the values are quite self-explanatory for the students, but some of them are a little trickier. Tolerance, for example, is harder for some children to understand and show. Our teachers encourage our students to have greater acceptance rather than complaining about small things. They encourage us to play in a friendly way, and this links to the value of tolerance and acceptance for each other.
Positivity is one of the most commonly referred to values, as we need to have a positive attitude towards our learning and life. We are encouraged to stay optimistic even through the hardest of times.
Respect is also one of the most commonly taught values in our school too. This ranges from having self-respect to respect for each other, our staff, the school, and property and the environment.
Do you think you share the value of resilience, Amara?
Yeah.
Great, so do I, by never giving up. We also have honesty, where we encourage children to stay truthful.
Thank you, Joshan. We have teamwork, which is also another value that is used every day by every class, ranging from sportsmanship to collaborating as a musical collective or choir. We have curiosity and ambition, which also links nicely together with that lust for learning in life and getting out of our comfort zones.
We do also have a set of linked values too. These support the core values and gives the children a greater understanding of what each one means. Under respect, for example, we have the linked values of empathy, consideration and admiration.
Wow, thank you everyone. Very informative. But that's all from us now.
Bye!
Hey, what a packed video that was. And shall we give them a round of applause? Let's do that on the screen. They were remarkable, weren't they? And I expect that as they were talking, you were thinking about, yeah, I do that value, or yeah, we use that value in school. I love the way that they sounded so upbeat and positive about their values, and they're clearly part and part of their whole school culture. And did you notice too the way that the children were smiling throughout? You could hear the smile in their voices, couldn't you? I think that speaks volumes about how happy they are in their school. Oh, it's lovely. I've got some nodding agreements on the screen. How lovely. Well, that was our first film sent through, and the first time we're going to hear from Weston House, but we'll be meeting them again a little later. For our next film, we've got AF North International School, and they represent, goodness me, Holland, Spain, Germany, USA, and Canada. So this is an extremely exciting film to be watching next. And they are first of all asking the question, how do values make the world a better place? And that was one of our overall questions that we had for this conference. How do values make our world a better place? Well, let's see what the students in this film are going to tell us about it.
Positive values make the world a better place because positivity, in my opinion, is very contagious. Think about laughing with your friends. One positive thing like that, this one small little thing, it's very contagious and it can spread throughout all of the world, and soon maybe we can all be positive in a nice, happy environment together.
I think it's responsibility, cooperation, and learning from others. Because responsibility and cooperation help you learn, and learning helps you learn from others. And when you learn from others, you can learn other generations' mistakes, help fix them, and then you can make the world a better place.
Through positive human values, we give each other encouragement and that final push to strive to be better. They allow us to form a bond with our fellow human beings, regardless of differences. In the Air Force, for example, we have our core values. Integrity first, serve before self, and excellence in all we do. Integrity means that regardless of situation, we're going to be honest and do the right thing. Serve before self means that when duty calls, you will put your country and the men and women beside you before yourself. And excellence in all we do means that we strive to excel and be the best and just put in the most effort no matter what the odds.
Also ich finde, die Welt kann nur ein besserer Ort sein, wenn man über Probleme, Konflikte, alles was dafür sorgt, dass die Welt kein gutes Zusammenarbeit, keine gutes Zusammenleben hat. Deswegen denke ich, dass man mit Human Positive Values die Welt schon zu einem besseren Ort machen kann, wenn man über ihre Probleme redet, wenn man einfach zeigt, dass man den anderen zuhört, dass man wirklich seine Sorgen versteht, dass man einfach glücklich ist, dass man alles ausstrahlt, dass man zeigt, dass man zusammenleben kann.
Positive human values make the world a better place because we all live and breathe air.
A. Accept. I. Include. R. Respect.
Everyone.
For my value, I chose acceptance. If you accept others, they will accept you, and everyone will feel like they belong. L'appartenance est importante dans notre monde.
The positive value I'm talking about is kindness. When there's kindness in the world, there will be peace, happiness, and a feeling of safety. There would be fewer conflicts if kindness was a positive value that we all followed.
The value that I will be talking about today is respect. If everybody had respect for each other, conflicts would be solved easier, making the world a better place.
If everyone valued friendship, there would be peace and harmony, and no one would feel lonely.
I think that these following words are positive values that you can spread around the world to make the world a better place. Kindness. If you were kind, you you can be kind to other people and they can be kind to you. Honesty. If you are honest, then no one would lie and you can trust each other. Joy. If you are happy and you smile, then people will feel that way.
I think that the positive values like trust, empathy, and responsibility make the world a better place by positively changing the way we perceive everything around us. These values help us to always see good in people. They lead to mutual respect and trust, opening pathways to international collaboration for everyone. A person with values will always help others, and they will not stop until the goal is accomplished. Shortly put, values make the world a better place by creating global citizens that are empathetic, caring, responsible, and eager to explore new ideas and meet new people. Thank you.
Wow. Yeah, Neil, I think another round of applause is most certainly in order. Thank you so much to all the contributors who were part of that film. That was just so profound, wasn't it? I wonder if you, like me, were nodding. Were you nodding as you listened to what they said? Because it all made such sense, didn't it? All the children there were speaking about, if we're kind, we can make the world a better place. We can have peace, we can have hope, we can have trust. And weren't those children convinced about values? You really heard their conviction, didn't you, from the depth of their heart? Older children, younger children, and everybody in between. They each had something really important to say. And this is exactly why we wanted to put on this conference today, because we know that the children of our world have the solutions for our world. And wow, we're really hearing it today. The more we hear, the more deeply convicted we become. Well, huge thanks to all the contributors for that last film. Our next film actually is my school in Erdesley in a county called Herefordshire in the UK. And Herefordshire is quite a rural county. We've got a lot of farming and rural industry. And the children in my school who've put this film together represents just 105 children. So we're quite a small school by usual standards. They're the children from years 5 and 6, so they're aged 9 and 10. And what I wanted to say to you about Erdesley children is that the film is all their own words, and the actions that they've put together, all their own ideas. All I did was help set it up. But the children's voice, I hope, will really shine through to you this morning.
We are Erdesley Primary School, and we would like to tell you about how values have changed the world. At Erdesley Primary School, we have a little saying.
It goes like this.
In all that we do, may our values shine through.
Hello, I'm Henry. And I'm Jessica, and we're from Ledbury Primary School. Here
we have chosen 3 main values.
Are very important.
Determination,
friendship,
and joy.
Why are values so brilliant? Well, our values help us live and
being a house captain means leading by.
I think values are like building blocks to our personalities, like this. Values like hope, joy,
have, or what makes us who we are. Values are what make us unique. That means we can all be special. That means we can all stand out and we can make a difference in the world. So we can care for others. Values design us. Yeah. Values mean we could care for ourselves. That means we could care for others. It's like a chain reaction. Values help us spot negative emotions, the positive ones. I find values give you energy because they make you happier. Values show you the direction in life. Values make a happy world. Thank you for listening. We've been Erdsley Primary School. In all that we do, we let values shine through. It works for us, so why don't you try it too?
I hope that you enjoyed that. I can tell you that the children of Erdsley Primary School so enjoyed putting that together. Sue Jones, would you like to say something at this point? Because I know that you know the school.
I do, and I'd love to, Bridget. Thank you very much. Yes. Do you know that video? I smiled all the way through. I started to smile at the beginning and it just broadened and broadened. And I'm sure, I don't see everybody's faces, but I'm sure it did the same for all of us. It was so full of positivity. Your children are always very wise and full of really sincere values. At Erdsley, those children really believe what they say, and it was lovely to hear their ideas. It was truly pupil voice. Thank you so much to all of them. I'm guessing that was all of the year 5 and 6s, was it?
It was all the year 5 and 6s. Absolutely everybody to a person wanted a part.
Yes.
And, yes, and they all had their own ideas.
And the individuality is wonderful. Yes.
I love the idea that values give you energy.
Yes, yes.
Just make you happy, because they do, don't they?
Absolutely, yes, yes.
They do, yeah. And it was a lovely discovery that in all that we do, our values shine through rhymes. Yes. That's really nice. And then an even greater discovery to find, what did the little girl say at the end? It works for us. Why don't you try it too?
Yeah, perfect.
Also rhymes.
That should be the slogan for this conference. What do the children think? It works for us, so you try it too.
Do you think so? Yeah, yeah. lots of agreement.
Good.
Fabulous. Well, thank you, Erdsley.
Yes, thank you.
Now we are going to meet another school from Herefordshire, so the same county in the UK, a much bigger school, and a lovely school that I think all of the children on the call this morning would love to be at too. If you could go to lots and lots of different schools, if such a thing were possible, I can guarantee that you would choose this school to go to, because it's such a good fun place. And they think a lot of their values too. So this is Ledbury Primary School, and they're going to tell us about what they think about how values can make the world a happier place.
Hello, I'm Henry. And I'm Jessica, and we're from Ledbury Primary School. Here at LPS, values are very important, and we are determined to succeed. Henry and I are both proud to be voted as house captains by the children in our school. Being house captain means leading by example.
I am Robin Adams, a third form high school student at Beacon High School.
Captain also means inspiring others. We created videos for the classes to watch and then vote on. Here's a few of our application videos. Would they inspire you?
Hi, my name is Abby and I'm in Kestrels. I show my values in school and in the community. I grow my own vegetables and I donate them to St Michael's Hospice and Birchins Grange in Eastnor. And I show my values by looking after wildlife in my garden, like the hedgehog I rescued. Please vote for me. Go Team Kestrels.
Hi, I'm Henry. These are my top 3 reasons why I think I should be Kestrel's house captain. Number 1. Hey, no photos. I'm humble. Number 2.
Are you tired? Do you want to stop?
No, because I'm determined. Number 3. I understand you if you're little. Good morning.
Hi.
And if you're a bit older. Even if you're a teacher. Class dismissed. Because I'm empathetic. Thank you for watching. Please vote for me to be your next Kestrel's house captain. Bye.
Hi, I'm Ebony, I'm in 6U and I would like to be your Kites house captain. I feel I would be a good house captain for Kites because I am patient, kind, determined and courageous. I would be able to help you on sports day and if you ever have any problems you can always come to me. Thank you for listening. Hope you vote for me. Go Kites!
Hi everyone, I'm Jessica. I'm in 6CU and I'm in Kites. I would love to be your house captain for this year. I'm caring, very friendly and will always listen to what you have to say. And if any of you Kites ever needed me, I will always be there for you. I think us Kites should be proud of our house and make sure that we are positive and determined, together, to be a great team this year. Thank you for listening. Bye!
House captains are brilliant.
I love those 2 little ones at the end, didn't you? Well, I told you that Ledbury Primary School is a good fun place, and didn't that come through? Wasn't that just lovely? And hearing all those children talking about why they would be good leaders for their school, all based on the reasons that they are good values people, that they act their values. At Ledbury Primary School, they don't just talk about their values, they make sure they carry them through in everything that they do. That was an absolute treat. Thank you so much, Ledbury Primary School. Our next treat is from a school called the Beacon Learning Centre, and we're going to go all the way to Granada for this film. Granada has been taking on values-based education as a whole country, so we're really excited about this one.
I am Robin Adams, a third form high school student at Beacon High School. At Beacon, we have established a strong value-based system which has unequivocally transformed the culture and climate of our school. To strengthen our position, the principal, Dr. Bishop, has added character education to the school's curriculum. Each student knows that he or she is the driver of their destiny. Values are penetrated into all our lessons and students are living these values to better their lives. Undoubtedly, we all are valued at our school.
Hi everyone, I'm Ayla Scott, and this is my sister, Asia Scott. We are students of the Beacon Junior School in Grenada. It's an island of shared beauty and exotic spices. We pride ourselves in a rich cultural heritage influenced by the Africans, the British, the French, the Spanish, and our early inhabitants, the Taino of the Amerindian tribe. Grenada's landscape is colored by fauna and flora. Last school year, our school launched a values-based project called Nourish to Flourish. Each student sowed a sunflower seed and aligned two personal values, the nourishing of the seed into a flowering plant. It was wonderful to observe the changes in the growth of the plants. We were delighted, especially when we transplanted the seedlings into individual pots. Whoa, there came flowers beaming like the golden sun, waves of joy cascaded in our heart. The radiance of flowers lit our lives. The experience was awesome. My two values were commitment and responsibility. Oh, and my values were love and kindness. Nourish to flourish, a unique way to penetrate values into our school system. The natural tapestry of sunflowers painted a magical picture in our minds. The power of values were manifested in our Nourish to Flourish project. Beacon Junior School, Belmont St. George's, Grenada. Here, boys and girls live values in their hearts, not laminate them on the walls. Diligence, responsibility, commitment, fairness, love, empathy, trust, excellence, perseverance, kindness, care, gentleness, and ethical vocabulary reservoir was created. Nourish to flourish, nourish to flourish. We launched at Beacon Center, the values-based program. Our friends, even the parents, they are all involved. We recite them with meanings and try to implement to bring positive changes among our boys and girls. God gave us the courage to live them every day, to sow seeds in our students for a stronger generation. Values-based program, values-based program, values-based program, values at Beacon.
Values are at the core of my life. I am proud of who I am. I am unique, diligent, responsible, committed to excellence, and kind. The penetration of values into our school system have enhanced my level of self-esteem and self-confidence. When values are rooted into one's individuality, achievement of personal goals become possible. Self-esteem is loving yourself, accepting who you are, and proud of who you become. On the other hand, self-confidence is very similar to self-esteem. Whatever you do it with high assurance. This quote by Khalil Gibran truly inspires me to not only be a mere consumer, but a producer. Your life is determined not so much by what life brings to you as by the attitude you bring to life. Not so much by what happens to you as by the way your mind looks at what happens. This quote burns a flame within me that will forever light my path.
what a beautiful, beautiful finish. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for that beautiful film. And those words at the end, did you catch them? How values will light a flame to light her path forevermore. So that means she's going to live her life through values. And what a lot of fantastic passion. Did you notice how that school is putting values into every single subject in the curriculum? What could be better? And didn't their passion shine through? That was just lovely. Thank you so much. You can see a huge amount of work gone into that. Well, you know, we're having such a good time here. Time's racing forward, and we're already at our last film for this first session. So, Bridgetown Primary School in Stratford upon Avon, the home of William Shakespeare. You may have heard of him. He's a very famous poet, author. The Bridgetown Primary School in Stratford upon Avon are going to take us to the finish of our first session.
We are Bridgetown Primary School's pupil leadership team in Stratford upon Avon.
Martha, Prefect. I'm Scarlett, Deputy Head Girl. I'm Daisy, Head Girl. I'm Connor, Deputy Head Boy. I'm Ethan, Prefect. Hi, I'm Daniel. I'm Deputy Head Boy.
I'm Jack, Prefect.
I'm Finley, Prefect.
I'm Rowan, Head Boy.
I'm Ellie Ray, Deputy Head Girl.
In Bridgetown we'll try to be the best that we can be. We will show respect and then we'll get to live in harmony. In Bridgetown we'll listen to another's point of view. We will show respect and then we'll get to live in harmony. We can make this world a better place for everyone to see. We can make this world a better place. It starts with you and me.
We have a new value at Bridgetown every half term.
These are some of the values that Bridgetown School show.
Acceptance, because everybody's unique and you will always find friends.
Imagination, as everyone loves reading and enjoys reading a book that have been provided by the school.
Here are 3 other values we have worked on at Bridgetown.
Teamwork.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
Kindness.
Oh, are you okay? Cooperation. Let's work together to get to the other side. Row, you boat.
Each week we have a Bridgetown role model. This is someone who shows us all our values in and around school. The role model gets a hot chocolate with a friend and the head teacher on a Friday. Cheers!
We have created a values poem.
Values make the world a better place. Acceptance helps people get along together. Love brings communities closer together.
Understanding helps people get their worries out.
Empathy helps people to feel warm.
Selflessness fuels teamwork and cooperation.
VALUES spells values.
Thank you for listening. Don't forget to use our values to make the world a better place. Bye!
Oh, huge round of applause to Bridgetown Primary School. And I know that you love their singing, just as I did. What a great idea to make a song, put it to music. Well, that's really given us so much food for thought, hasn't it? Wow, what a fabulous start to our special Student Values Conference. And we're already halfway through. I know that all the presentations this morning will have given everybody here huge amounts to think about. So let's take a little break. We're going to have the second part of our conference starting at 11 o'clock. Everyone's been sitting so beautifully for quite a long period of time. So if you'd like to turn off your screen, make sure you're on mute, and pop out and give yourself a leg stretch, comfort break, but come back in 10 minutes for the next part of our session. Thanks so much.
Hello, my name is Shalom Asanka Ndumba. I am a representative from Cedaldine Primary School in Johannesburg, South Africa. I will be talking about positive human values. Positive human values are the things that we do every day when talking to people. It makes us more self-confident, self-cautious, and makes us more self-evaluative when talking to other people.
I believe that respect is important. Show respect even to people who don't deserve it, not as a reflection of their character, but as a reflection of yours.
I believe respect is important. Respect yourself and others will respect you.
I love the value of responsibility. I believe that you should accept responsibility because it is you who will get you where you want to go, no one else.
I think we should respect because dressing modestly shows respect to my Heavenly Father and to myself.
Hello, my name is Aisha. I believe that you must respect all religions and faith.
Ability for yourself, you will develop hunger to accomplish your dreams.
If you respect yourself, you can walk away from anything that no longer serves you, grows you, or makes you happy.
Respect is to show consideration for the feelings, rights, or traditions of someone or something.
I believe that respect is important. Always treat people the way you want to be treated. Talk to people the way you want to be talked to. Respect is earned, not given.
I be kind. Take out the tension. Unwind the spring. Open up your heart and do the right thing. Be kind to others. Show someone you care. Just start with a smile. It's easy to share. An act of kindness can warm a heart. It might be your own, but that's a good start. Brighten someone's day, give a helping hand. It can be a small gesture, doesn't need to be grand. Be patient in traffic, let someone in. Do unto others is the way to begin. What you give out will come back to you, so put out some kindness.
Mpubu from Seraldi Primary School in Johannesburg, South Africa. We are so happy to be part of the Values-Based Education International Pupils Conference. I am 11 years old. In our classes, we have learned with our educators about values. These two questions are what we are currently learning about, which is, how do positive values make the world a better place? How do you inspire others to live with positive values? We are the voices of young people from diverse communities with different cultures. I trust our messages will be one of the hope for the future.
And I believe respect is to give respect and you will get respect.
I love the value of responsibility. I believe that responsibility is the ability to respond.
Values is teaching us about how much we love people and we together can save the world and be united. Thank you.
Unwind, be kind. Take out the tension, unwind the spring. Open up your heart and do the right thing. Be kind to others, show someone you care. Just start with a smile, it's easy to share. An act of kindness can warm a heart. It might be your own, but that's a good start. Brighten someone's day, give a helping hand. It can be a small gesture, but doesn't need to be grand. Be patient in traffic, let someone in. Do unto others is the way to begin. What you give out will come back to you, so put out some kindness.
I show my values by being kind to other people and caring and being respectful.
It's my turn now.
Yeah.
The way we get other people to show their values is if one day someone was hurt, if you show kindness and generosity by helping them, then they'll show their values to other people because you made their day.
Values could be used as courage or kindness. You always use it in a good way, as in kindness. If someone tripped over you, always help them to get back up and stand up. And if you wanted to encourage someone, you always use kindness to them or different values, as in courage or so on.
To make people show their values, you've got to be kind to them, as if showing confidence, kindness, or any other value.
Showing values is treating everyone with respect, no matter what colour of their skin or height or age, and treat everyone how you'd like them to treat you back.
And by inspiring people to show their values is showing values to them.
Share will make people happy. If you share with people, they'll share with you too. A value is a principle what guides our thinking and behaviour.
Hey VBR listeners! And welcome to the second part of a 3-part recording we've made especially for the Values-Based Education Conference.
That's right, Dylan. We wanted to take some time to interview some children across the school to find out more about which values they personally like and what the values mean to them.
That's right, Jaya. Let's get straight to the interviews! So, let's kick off by asking a few questions to a student from Year 1 called Uswa.
Hi Uswa, how are you?
I'm good.
Our first question for you is this. Can you pick one value and explain how you've used it?
I like courage because I'm brave.
Nice.
How many values can you name, Uswa?
Ambition.
Good.
Respect.
Are there any more?
Friendship.
Thank you, Uswa. It's been lovely hearing from you. Now please give a warm welcome to Phoebe.
Our first question for you is, what values do you think you show the most during your lessons and learning at school?
Friendship.
How do you show friendship during your lessons and school life?
By helping my friends.
Our second question for you is, can you think of a time when you have shown ambition and can you tell us about it?
I've shown ambition when I tried to do a second maths sheet. That's hard.
Great, thank you Phoebe. Now we have an up-and-coming drummer who we are very lucky to have on Boombox Radio. From Year 3, please welcome Jasper.
Okay, our first question is...
Can you tell us about how you started to learn drums outside of school? You are clearly passionate about drums. Do you have a teacher and your own drum kit?
Yeah, I have a drum kit which is electric, and I have a drum teacher called Gary, which is a very good drum teacher.
Nice. So thinking about the values then, what values do you think are needed to become an awesome drummer?
Courage and respect.
That's great. Why did you say that?
Because, you need courage for, if you just give up, you give up.
Well done, Jasper. Quick bonus question. Who's your favourite drummer?
I don't know. Arctic Monkeys.
Interesting. Thank you, Jasper. Good luck with your drumming career. Moving on now, we have a Western House Academy footballing star from Year 4. Please welcome Oliver.
You play for a high-level football team, don't you?
Yeah, I do, because I play under 10s, but I should play under 9s. I play under 10 so I get better.
When did you start playing football?
When I was 2.5.
When you were 2.5? I barely could start walking when I was 2.5.
I'd be sitting on the ball.
Would you say that teamwork is the most important value for when you are playing the game, or is there another value such as courage or resilience?
It is actually sportsmanship, because if you win, you have to show respect to the other team.
Very true.
Do you think when you grow up you would like to play professionally?
Yes, I do actually.
Great, thank you Oliver. Good luck with your footballing career.
Thank you.
Now, we have a special song written and recorded earlier today by Year 5. Take it away, guys.
Listen up. From 2019 to 2021, look what we've done. To litter on the ground, to litter in the seas. Pollution everywhere, yeah, 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 yeah. But we could change with schools by our side, community. Counselors helping us slowly. Side to side, up and down. In the air and all around. Listen up. Pick it up.
How was the recording for you today?
I am very grateful to everyone for getting us all the way here, and recording was very fun. It sounded great. So our first question is, what made you write a song about global warming, pollution and litter?
I was thinking about it. Part of the song, it says from 2019 to 2021, and that is actually when we started littering more than ever.
So what role does music have in shaping the world to have more positive human values?
Well, lots of people like music, so that's why we tried using it in a song, and then they'll hear the words and it's a clear image of what people need to know. Once they've listened to the song, they can understand that this is really serious.
That's really powerful, well done.
Yeah, and even though it's a song, it still is transferring a message of global warming. It's not something just to push aside, it's something we really need to think about.
What would you like to do with your song now that you've recorded it?
We would like to show it in an assembly and maybe some other schools and the school website.
And I think we could give it to a counsellor because they should know now that the litter and pollution is changing everything, and maybe this will help them to change some things in our community.
Very true.
And it really needs to be fixed and people need to start acting. Really thoughtful answers there, Year 5. Thank you and good luck with your future musical careers.
So that wraps up today's show.
Thank you everyone for listening, and I hope you enjoyed today's show. See you next time.
Bye.
Courage, curiosity, friendship, teamwork, tolerance, resilience, respect, ambition, positivity, honesty. Show these values for community. Listen up. Listen up. Listen up. Listen up. Listen up. Listen up. Pick it 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 up.
Wow, thank you, Western House. Western House Academy, that was splendid. Your song was really profound, and I agree with you. You should take it to your local councillor because your song was all about the state that the world is in and how values can help to change that. I think you should take it to your councillor. Why don't you try your MP as well? And in making this song available for our student conference today, Western House, you've been sharing it right across the world. And I'm sure other people will be picking up on your exceedingly important message. That was so entertaining, but so important, wasn't it? We all want to make a difference to the world through our values. But we're going to hear now from the Meads Primary School, and they are in Luton, and we're going to hear from the values ambassadors that they have at the school, telling us why they think values are important and looking at how their values they hope will change the world. Thank you, Nigel.
What values mean to me? Values mean to me as a respectful and a unique way of sharing and being kind to each other.
You're supposed to use your values everywhere, not just in school.
It is also important to me because it helps you succeed in life. That's what values mean to me.
The value of the month is positivity, and this value helps me to get through the tough times.
You always need to show honesty so that people can believe you whenever something bad happens.
I think values are crucial in our education because then we share them with the rest of the world around us to make it a better place to live in.
I would class myself as a talkative and bubbly person, and I'm always nice to my friends and everyone else.
I want to be a role model for other children so they would love values as much as I do.
Thank you so much, Meads Primary School. What a tremendous presentation. And so many points came out of that. Did you hear that little boy say, use values everywhere, not just in school? That's important to remember, isn't it? Because values aren't just for school, they're for all time and everywhere. And did you hear that little girl say, values help you succeed in life? I know that you're going to discover that yourselves, because you're going to be people who take your values everywhere you go and right through your life. You'll never forget them. And the girl at the end who talked about wanting to be a role model. And of course, this is what you're all doing this morning. You're doing it by being here. You're doing it through your films as well. You're being role models for the rest of the world, the rest of society. So what an important role that is. We're going to hear now from Brookmans Primary School in England, and they've got a really special story to tell you. I'm just going to read out what they've said their film is about. They had a situation which I don't know if you can relate to, but they had one of their footballers, a famous footballer. He got quite a lot of abuse when he missed a penalty, and it was really hard on him because he was already upset to have missed the penalty. But then people made it really, really awful by saying abusive things to him. And the students invited him to their school because he happened to live quite nearby to their school. And they made him feel so much better by their values-based approach. Let them tell you more.
Hello everyone, my name's Izzy and I am Pupil Parliament's Prime Minister here at Brookmans Park Primary.
Hi everyone, I'm Andrew and I'm House Captain for Air here at Brookmans Park Primary School. Me and Izzy both got voted for Pupil Parliament and House Captain via a democratic vote, which is one of our British values.
We use British values here at our school daily. Also, as you may know, a couple of months ago in the Euros final, England versus Italy, Saka missed a penalty in the penalty shootout. Because of this, he was abused because of the colour of his skin and for missing the penalty. When we heard about this, as a school, we decided to send him some lovely messages and take a picture with our bodies using a drone, spelling out Saka 25 and then a love heart.
This act of kindness, or any act of kindness, could boost someone's confidence and also treat people the way you want to be treated. As Saka gave us something kind back, giving us his shirt with a signed message saying,
"Thank you to all the children at Brookmans Park Primary for all the lovely messages." Then he signed his name.
I'm sure everyone was appalled by the racial abuse, but I was especially appalled because I'm an Arsenal fan and Saka's my role model.
I'm a Tottenham fan, but I still respect that.
We show mutual respect at this school, which is one of our British values. So it doesn't matter what colour skin you are, or what religion you are, or what football team you support. We can all be friends here at the Brookmans Park Primary School.
Thank you for listening to our video and we hope you enjoyed it.
That was tremendous. Well done indeed. You made Saka feel so much better about himself. Well, we're going to go now to a school in Chiang Mai in Thailand called the Meriton British International School, and they're going to tell us about responsibility and hope.
My responsibility at home is cleaning my room and feeding my fish and help my mom clean the house. I do my homework by myself.
At home, I tidy up my toys. I tidy up my clothes. I tidy up my bed. I walk to school by myself. And I eat by myself. I have turtle and rabbit. My responsible is to feed my pet. I tidy up my toys. I look after my baby. I help my mom wash the dishes, and I also help my mom clean the bedroom. When I'm responsible at home, I feed my cat and wash the dish. And at school, I carry the books and walk slowly and put the cushion away.
I'm here to tell you how to save the environment. Number 1, you have to plant a tree and water it every day. Number 2, you have to get the rubbish and put it into every single can that you can find. Reduce, reuse, recycle. Number 3 is that when you plant a tree, you have to find the seed and then plant more trees. This is my responsibility as well.
As a team, collaboration. I help my friend to work. When my friends fall down, I'm gonna help them. When we're in PE, we cooperate because the yellow team was easy because they cooperate a little bit. Blue team first, they didn't cooperate, but now they cooperate, and then the ball thing got into the goal. Because we cooperate. I cooperate with my friends, trying to help the others during the hard time. And when somebody is not understanding, I really want to kind of like help them.
I help my mom take care of the rabbits at my house because I have 2 rabbits. And then I play with my rabbits and my mom makes food for the house. Sometimes when my mom's not here, she went to the temple. Me and my brother helps make dinner for mom when mom comes back. And me and my brother, he also helps me do my homework.
Cooperation means to teamwork and work with everybody.
Cooperation, what it means is when 2 people work together, that's cooperation. Like in math class, when I'm stuck, Andy or anyone else can help me, which is then cooperation.
Thank you so much, Meriton, for your very wise words and for such a cute presentation. We loved that. Now it's the turn of Loddon Primary School, And Loddon Primary School Values Ambassadors are going to tell us about how values can make the world a better place.
Friendship is when you care for your friend no matter what happens through thick and thin. You will care for your friend to the end no matter what happens. I care for my friends to the very end of my heart. I know that me and my friends will be friends forever. You need to trust your friend to keep secrets. Friendship is a gift, and plus don't take it for granted, because you won't always have a type of friend that turns you frown upside down. Friendship is amazing. Friendship is special. Friendship is a gift, and you are a special person. Friendship is amazing. Friendship is a gift, and if you do have friendship, we'll feel lucky because not everyone has it. Friends are always friends because you never leave each other. Friends are in good contact even if you're a mile away. Don't give up even if you're in a new school. Friends are the best thing you can ever have in school. Friends are lovely like cotton. Friends don't come apart like dust. It is hard as bedrock in Minecraft. Friends are caring. Friends forever to my classmates.
To be caring to the world.
To be kind and pay forward. To use recyclable materials.
If I'm honest, other people are honest. To reuse everything that can be reused. Show your values so other people can be happy. By showing people that positive human values can help people to pay it forward and be confident. By showing the people the values, and if you show a value, it might make other people pay it forward, which will affect the world. If they're nice, they're happy and make good decisions. Because people won't fight that much unless people will be badly injured. Positive values make a better place, because then people show the value of friendship, kindness, happiness, cooperation and caring. It shows people excitement all around the world. I show my confidence by challenging myself. My friendship will make the world a better place. No one will be disappointed but will be kind. Values of the world. Various species are no longer extinct. Attempt to keep the world clean. Lots of people are happy that the world is a happy place. Undo greenhouse gases.
Evergreen trees green as ever.
So many people work together.
The world should be
A smiley, peaceful, green, happy,
respectful, thoughtful, friendly,
kind, hopeful, cheerful, spotless,
last but not least,
no climate change, to make the world somewhere better. Our eco world.
We want to make the world more greener.
Don't litter in the ocean.
don't hurt animals for sport.
Don't leave the lights on when you leave a room. Don't track animals and don't hurt them. Then our world will be green at last.
Eco world, yeah!
There would be no robbers.
There would be no need of the police.
Live peaceful, people, it's nice. Clean the plastic that's in the sea. No more plastic.
A kind place.
It will be caring, confident, friendship and happy. Thoughtfulness, ambition, peace, honesty, positivity and cooperation.
Values for an eco-friendly world. Make a big value in the world. Try to achieve these values: happiness, courage, hope, trust, caring and quality.
Respect to our world. Let animals live happier.
Positive vibes make our world eco-friendly.
A peaceful and calming world makes a better place.
Make the green grow more. Respect how beautiful it is. Let's take special care of this wonderful nature before it disappears.
Thank you, Loddon Primary School. What a great idea to write poems about values. We could all do that, couldn't we? There's an idea. Here are some more ideas now from the AF International School. They're going to tell us about positive values.
I feel like people should do more of what they love and what they're good at. I mean, I play multiple musical instruments. I really love to write. And I'm pretty good with language. And I think that these values, I can help with the world. I could write a story. I could teach languages to others so they can have more job opportunities. You should really you should really work on those things that you think you could be better at. You should really inspire yourself.
I inspire others by spreading kindness. I've moved a lot and changed schools countless times, so I'm not new to the feeling of being left out and being the new kid. And I wouldn't want anyone to feel like that. So I try to help people feel like they belong, and because I know that everybody has their own problems, and I just want them to know that I got their back. We can all pass on positivity. On peut tous partager la positivité.
I think an effective way to inspire others to live with positive values is to tell them that if they live with them, they can feel like they have a voice and maybe even have the chance to change the world one day.
I inspire others to live with positive values by exhibiting a good attitude and outlook towards life. I believe that positive values give meaning and purpose to life, and as others can see, these values are very important, not only to the goals of an individual, but also the collective development and interaction of people in the world. I believe that the best way to inspire positive attitudes is to exhibit enthusiasm and optimism, as well as invest myself into others' passions, and really just listen and engage with them. Furthermore, I think it's important to share ideas and be open to find problems and not just solve them.
Also ich generell zeige, dass ich mit anderen zusammenleben kann. Ich strahle quasi alle positiven Werte, die ich habe, aus, und dann fangen andere auch an, das weiterzumachen. Dann geht es so halt immer weiter. Und das ist schon mal ein guter Anfang, dass man die Welt zu einem besseren Ort gemacht hat dann.
And I try to inspire others to live with positive values by practicing what I preach, so living with these values myself. As the senior patrol leader in my scouting troop 100, I also have to use these values in my leadership skills. For example, I treat everyone equally and give everyone the same chances. I also treat everyone with trust and respect, hoping that in turn they will also treat me respectfully and with trust. I also try to make a personal connection with everyone so that they always feel welcome in my troop.
I personally inspire others to live with positive values
by just smiling, cracking a good joke, and just hanging out with my friends all the time. It can take one small compliment, which is what I like doing. I just like saying things like, "Oh, I like your shirt." Or I also like baking, so sometimes I bring food to school and then I give them to my friends, and it makes them really happy, and seeing the smiles on their faces, it just makes me really happy and makes everything really positive.
I actually have an example for that. If I see a group of peoples helping others, helping me and helping each other, then I will think that's a good idea. And I will do that to other peoples too. And if they think that's a good idea and everybody will do it, then we can make the world a better place, a nicer place. So I think you should do that too.
Our next set of films, which are workshop stories from Greece, Germany and Russia.
Hi. We're talking about tolerance right now. Rafael and Anastasia presented their tree of values to us, and they said that the most important values in education are tolerance, love, respect, and integrity. And we're saying a few words about tolerance. What could you say about tolerance? What is tolerance to you?
Also that you are I think maybe friendly to each other. Also, when somebody is different, then you don't, for example, hate them, and you are still friends with them.
So you accept the difference of other people, which is very important, which is tolerance. Okay. Do you think that teachers should be tolerant, or also students should be tolerant?
I think teachers and students have to be tolerant. Also, then, for example, in a school class, that also that the teacher understands students, and students understand the teacher, and that the different students also that they communicate.
Okay, communicate. So communication may be something important. Okay. Hello, Anastasia. I meant honesty with this picture. Do you know what honesty is? Honesty. Honesty?
I know what it is.
Yes, who knows? Who else? Who can translate it into, let's say, Greek?
We can.
Yeah.
Being honest means to tell the truth.
Exactly, telling the truth and be truthful. Yes. Eilikrenia. By the way, Anna, what is the word in German for honesty?
So honesty is Wahrheit.
Wahrheit.
Or Ehrlichkeit.
Ehrlichkeit. Very nice. Yes. So we have some words from German. Okay. And who can tell us in Russian what it means? Can Artemis or Lycurgus tell us in Russian the word for honesty?
Can I say?
Честности. Yes, of course. Yes, Anastasia. Hey.
Честности.
Честность. Okay, Artemis was the first.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for those lovely words and those children talking about what values mean to them. Well, the next little film we've got is from Lagos in Nigeria, And the children from Grace Schools are talking to us about why they think values are important.
Welcome to Grace Schools, Bagada, Lagos, Nigeria. Grace Schools has been in the education business for over 50 years, and our core values include discipline, commitment, diligence, and spiritual development. Our value-based program being implemented, called Mind Your Character, started in 2016 and has been in place till date.
Mind your character. Someone is watching you. Mind your character. Mind your character. I've got my eyes on you. Don't be naughty. Don't be nasty. I've got my eyes on you. Be a good boy. Be a good girl. Someone is watching you.
Values are strong beliefs that motivate or shaping one's character in life.
Gratitude. Gratitude is the word used to express thankfulness and praises. Thank you. Remember to be grateful for every second of every day that I get to spend with you that you love. Life is so very precious. Thank you.
The more you show gratitude to others, the more you attract things to be thankful for. Thank you.
If you don't feel grateful with what you already have, what makes you think you'll be grateful for? To be grateful.
Yes, the work can be a better place because I'm hard working and then they now call me out at the assembly and then I now get a certificate for it. And then I now become friends with Brian and then Brian now starts being hard working also.
Every Thursday at the morning assembly, different values are explored through songs, poem rendition, famous quotes, and short plays. Each grade is involved in the preparation and presentation, and pupils learn a lot from these presentations.
Put these values in action by celebrating them on the assembly and giving them awards and certificates. The Mind Your Character program in my school use songs, quotes, dramas, plays, and much more to help students, to encourage students, to teach students these values, to teach them the benefits of these values, and to teach them that it is a good thing to have these values instilled in us as young children.
Assertiveness means standing up for yourself, standing up for your right, and refusing to be intimidated. Repeat after me. A stands for appreciate your strength.
A stands for appreciate your strength.
S stands for stand up for your rights.
S stands for stand up for your rights.
S stands for stay true to yourself.
S stands for stay true to yourself.
E stands for encouragement is key.
E stands for encouragement is key.
R stands for respect yourself and others.
R stands for respect yourself and others.
So blue, it makes the world a better place because it makes us go higher. And when, for example, when one person in the class is honest, they now celebrate him on the assembly. Other people will say, hey, they don't want to be like that at all. They don't want to be like him. They want to change their ways.
Character. Mind your character. Someone is watching you.
Mind Your Character has a song that is usually rendered right before the presentations at the assembly. The reward system involves the presentation of certificates to deserving pupils who had shown exemplary behavior in and outside the classrooms. With the power of peer influence, good values can be passed from one person to another. This creates a ripple effect, and as the children grow up with these values as part of them, they eventually become good citizens, contributing positively to the world around them. Do you mind your character?
Thank you so much. Thank you to all the children of the Lagos School. They were really enjoying sharing their values with us, weren't they? Now we come to the Lumina Montessori School from the Philippines. And I have a feeling that a lot of people on this call have been waiting for this moment, because I think that you're representing the Philippine school. Am I right? I thought so. Lovely. Well, without further ado, thank you so much.
What can you do to inspire others to live with positive values?
To inspire others, I start and end a day with a smile, and I choose to be grateful whatever the situation may be.
To inspire others, I will stop littering and I will continue doing chores all around the house.
I would do things that would make me happy, and I would be sensitive of my actions so that I won't hurt anyone.
We need to do our homework because that is our responsibility. If we have more time, we can help our parents do the chores at home.
Inspire others to live a positive values by speaking kind words and share my beautiful smile.
I can inspire others by setting or living as an example, by giving helpful advices that could give positive mindset in their everyday life.
Always pray to God and trust Him always, whatever you do.
We could inspire other people by living with positive values, by being a good example and sharing the positive vibes. Bye.
To inspire others to live with positive values, be humble and treat people with respect.
I will share and tell them my life-changing story.
Always be kind to others to inspire them to live with positive values.
How do positive human values make the world a better place?
Love for nature, kind and peace, don't destroy trees or any of the plant life.
Is by planting trees, not littering everywhere.
Be respectful to one another. This way we can avoid quarrels among the people and wars among the countries.
For me, it's a better workplace is generous and kindness.
Positive attitude, respect different people, with that you can live in peace and harmony.
Positive values has impact to everyone. For example, having trust will build a stronger and healthier relationship with others.
Positive human values guide us in making positive decisions and actions, making you a better and successful person, contributing to make this world a better place.
Hey. It was wonderful to watch some of your faces as you were watching that film. I really hope that you enjoyed it because we all did. Thank you so much, the Lumina Montessori School in the Philippines. Well, we're almost at the end of our films, and to finish, we have today the Western House Academy, and they're going to finish by telling us what their staff at their school think about values.
Hey BR listeners, I'm Dylan.
And I'm Jaya.
Welcome to a final part of a 3-part recording made for the Values Conference. Today we'll be interviewing the principal head teacher about the values at our school, Weston House Academy. But before that, we will be hearing some anecdotes from some of our teachers about the values in use.
Take it away, Mr. Barkley.
Hello everybody, I love our school values. On a recent 3D modelling exercise I kind of built in a little bit of reflection, and here's what one of the children wrote. I have used SketchUp to model a Motte and Bailey castle. We drew many shapes, built countless structures. I used teamwork by helping people around me. I also used resilience by keeping on going when it was tough. The best thing was the ending, when it was all done, and I was very proud of it. Wow, how many values were involved in that?
Thank you, Mr. Barkley. Next we have Miss Callis from Year 1.
Hello! So I love the value of tolerance, and I think Year 1 have really shown tolerance this year because they've come in from doing a lot of playtime to a lot of learning. So great tolerance, Year 1, and great values as well.
Thank you, Miss Callis. So now we have Miss Stuart Williams here who will be talking about the linked values and the green team. Take it away, Miss Stuart Williams.
Thank you very much, guys, for having me. Yes, the Green Team was born out of a desire by 3 teachers, and it was a desire to change our environment for the better, not just for ourselves, but also for the children, for the school and our community. Now, it took motivation, not just from us, but from Green Team as well, that has joined us and work effortlessly next to us, a motivation to change it. Now, we know that we have to show lots of kindness to our community, to other children, to our colleagues, to help everybody to work along the same path. And then it's showing them to take responsibility for our environment and make a positive change.
Thank you, Mrs. Stuart Williams. Now, on to the interview with our very own head teacher from Weston House Academy. Please welcome Mrs. Snowden.
Thank you, children.
Okay, so Mrs. Snowden, how did you come up with the 10 values that Weston House Academy have been using for many years?
When I took over at Weston House Academy, it was a very different place. And the behaviour of the children and the values, I wasn't seeing what were really passionate, the values I felt really passionate about. And when I was growing up, my mum and dad always installed in me to have values and to behave in a certain way. I felt that the children needed to have knowledge of values and how it could guide them in the school and for life beyond WHA. So when I took over as the principal, I held meetings with everybody in the school, and that was all stakeholders. That was the children, the governors, the staff, and that's how we came up with our original 10 values, because we could have probably had 100, but a lot of them mean the same. So we just said, what is a core about our school and our children, and also about our community? What is it we want for our children and our community? And that was how we came up with our 10 core values.
Very interesting.
Next question, why did you introduce the linked values?
Back in 2017, we actually had our first values education accreditation. Mrs. Webb came in and she said to me, Mrs. Snowden, the one thing that I think is missing is when I talk to the children, they could talk very passionately about the core values, but they didn't know any other values or any other vocab which links to that value. She said, so I think you should be looking at deepening the values. So that is then how we came up with the staff of the link values.
I never really knew that. Why do you think values are superior to rules?
I think when you have rules, that is a set of prescribed rules that you do in that environment you're in. If you're in a classroom, we always did used to have the classroom rules, but I actually wanted to give the children life skills, lifelong learning, and that's what our vision is about. So I actually said rules are there for the environment you actually are in, and I've always said that values are stronger than rules. And it's a child's moral compass for life, a life skill they can use anywhere.
What values do you show the most in your day-to-day life?
I know you might think it's a bit of a cliche, but I'd like to think I show them all, because all the values are very important to me.
I definitely agree on that one, because it's very hard to pick out one you show more, because you have to show them all.
Showing the values, all of the values, will really help as well. Thank you, Mrs. Snowden. This brings us to the end of the 3-part values presentation
for the Values-Based Education Conference.
Thank you, Weston House Academy. What a wonderful note for us to end on. I'd like to say a huge thank you to all the participants for their very generous sharing of their views and values. You've given us life-changing stories, indeed, and that gives us huge hope for the future. Before we actually close this conference, I'm going to invite Dr. Neil Hawkes to share some words with you. Dr. Neil Hawkes is the founder of our values-based education movement, and he's lovely. So you'll love listening to him. Thank you, Dr. Neil.
Oh, good. I couldn't unmute myself then for a moment, so thank you very much. Bridget, thank you for the way that you've been connecting us all this morning. It's been absolutely incredible. And Nigel, who's been working behind the scenes to make sure the videos flow, thank you very much for all that you've done, because I know how difficult it is. Can we all give Nigel a really good clap, please? Thank you. Would you all join with me? Would you make the shape of a heart with your hands? Can you do that? The shape of a heart with your hands. That's right. That's a better one than I can do. That's brilliant. Now I can look at someone next to me and I can show my heart to her. And you can show your hearts to all of us. What I'm saying is, when you look at somebody else, always look through the lens of your heart. Look with that to them and see all the good qualities they have in them, all the good values. Respond to people in a positive way. And in that way, you invite them to be positive back to you. We can all have aspects of us which will be a little unkind, a bit unthoughtful. But if we look through our heart lens, then we transform and we become the people that we would like to be. So use, as that last head teacher said, use all your values. I've been working with some adults in the world from many countries, and we have been thinking about what values will help the United Nations get their sustainable goals. How can we make the climate better for us all? How can we make education for every child be rich? What can we do? And we came up with words that perhaps aren't always in our vocabulary. I know that's the case in the United Kingdom. So I'm inviting you all across the world today to think of one particular value. And the value is solidarity. Solidarity. That's even more than cooperation. It's uniting together through our values and saying we will really work together and be really solid. We will not shift. We will do our very best through our values. So solidarity, let's join together with that marvelous value. I'd like to just for a moment ask Jane, because Jane helps me so much across the world with the thinking behind values. And Jane, what's your reaction about today?
Well, I have one word, and it's wow. And the thing that has touched my heart so much has been hearing the voice of our future, the young people of our world, the global community that you are. And it really helps me see that our values are human, that they belong to all of us. It doesn't matter where you live in the world, who you are, we all share this beautiful planet. We all breathe the same air, we all need the same water. And it gives me great hope from everything that we've seen today and all the things I've seen when I've traveled with Neil in the past and hopefully the future, for the future of our planet and the global community that we really are. So big thank you.
Thank you very much, Jane. And in thinking about solidarity, I do hope you will think about connecting with other schools who we've heard from today, and perhaps schools we haven't heard from. Connect with someone else across the globe. Let's unite together and make our world truly values-based. Thank you all for making our day today through your wonderful performances. We've learned a lot and we appreciate everything that you've done. Thank you very much. Thank you, Bridget.
Thank you, Neil, and thank you, Jane. Thank you to all our participants today. I have a feeling that the Philippines children in the Philippines have either got up very early or stayed up very late for our conference today. So you've done extraordinarily well. Final word, as a token of our appreciation and our thanks, we're going to send to all the schools who have participated today a special certificate, and you'll find that on the link that Nigel has put up earlier on the chat, but we'll make sure that it gets to you. Keep connecting, keep using your value of solidarity. Thank you for everything that you're doing. You are transforming the world. Bye-bye, everybody.